look at Vedanta's numbers, it's largely been a bit of a mixed bag really. But of course, as we know, the higher LME, Brent, premiums have definitely boosted Vedanta, which is a holistic commodity company, and that is something that has led them to post that record EBITDA number. So we have the revenues coming in at 28,105 crores versus 15,687 crores. The EBITDA as well expanded by more than 6,000 crore rupees, leading to EBITDA margins expanding to 41% versus 28%, and the profit after tax was at 4,224 crore rupees. So all in all, compared to the corresponding quarter, and for some segments even compared to the previous quarter, LME prices have been better, premiums have been better, and of course even Brent crude prices have risen quite substantially. The problematic segments, if you could call it that, just in terms of volumes, was Zinc India, iron ore, and the steel business. These three saw slightly lower volumes, so that is something that did impact. But I think the star performer of everything at this juncture for Vedanta was the aluminum business. It managed to record a record EBITDA figure for the quarter gone by. It's been record margins and productions for the aluminum business, and moreover they have also announced a smelter capacity expansion of 0.4 million ton. This would require a capex of 6,600 crore rupees. Ultimately, Vedanta wants to take its aluminum making capacity to 3 million ton, but that will take a little longer. But for now, in 2 years at least, they will reach that 2.5 million ton figure in terms of capacity. ESL Steel. Now over here, the realizations, the margins were a little lower, obviously. In fact, the margins were just at about 8,000 rupees per ton. That's the EBITDA per ton figure. This is substantially lower to what the steel industry posts. But remember that ESL Steel is a new acquisition. It was an IBC case. So Mr. Duggal as well in a conversation with us said that it will take a little time, but eventually they will ensure ESL Steel too reaches those industry leading parameters when it comes to EBITDA per ton, etc. They have, however, flagged off that yes, there is higher cost of production due to input commodity inflation. So that's going to be something to watch out for. But guess what? They've got a few new coal blocks which will address almost 100% of their coal requirements for the aluminum business. So the savings of that will be almost 25 to 30%. This is something that, Mr. Duggal has told us. On the balance sheet as well, the net debt to EBITDA is just at 0.6x, which is the lowest in the last 4 years. But guess what? The management did say that deleveraging at the parent Vedanta Resources is now a focus area. They have also said in the conference call that even if Vedanta Limited has to take on debt to give a dividend to the parent, that will be something that will be considered. So we questioned Mr. Duggal on this, and he said that, well, when it comes to capital allocation, it's going to be a balance of putting it in growth capex as well as delivering a dividend. So capital allocation, once again, as per brokerages, continues to be a concern. But for now, Vedanta Limited shareholders could wait by and see if they get their dividend figures higher than what they have previously announced, because that's a strong possibility.